It's great to have you with us from Robert W. Plaster Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Ball State Cardinals and the Missouri State Bears. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Ball State Cardinals offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Run inside. It's Koch. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ball State.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. He had a lot of company in the backfield in that loss last time out, sacked 5 times and also threw a couple of picks. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. I send the tight end in motion. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Koch. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Rojas.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Steps away. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And here comes the offense on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Durant. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Makes his man miss. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Options galore here. 2nd and just a few inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Direct snap. Maybe a crease. He's at the touchdown Bear. Oh, Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Koch. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Down to the 25-yard line, and he's got enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Touchdown, Missouri State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got rid of it just in time. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts that they will take the penalty. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Colorado in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Buffaloes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. Now back over to your game in Springfield. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Under fire! And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Running inside. It's Koch. Got enough for the first. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Cardinals! With that, they grab the lead here in the second half. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Maybe some room here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Makes it past the marker.
They get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs, and a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Going for the marker on the ground. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? The run inside. It's Koch. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Koch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Finding some room. Tough, determined run. Gets it down to the 12. And the Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Catch in the middle. It's Durant. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's complete. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Up-tempo for the offense.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State! The Bears have the answer. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught behind the line. It's Avant. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They kick it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This quarterback, part of their running game. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Runs through, man. He might have space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to do a better job at communicating. That guy was just way too wide open. In a 2-minute situation, you have got to make...
Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. They'll send the back in motion. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Bears! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's complete on the right side. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Man, the clock is not our friend right now. The first down stops it. That is great. We got to get some...
He unleashes a long one. Got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Baylor Bears call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Tries it on the sneak. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming. Stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum. Ugh, no bueno.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. And it's good! What a way to finish the comeback! They were left for dead, and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Glad to have you with us from Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. It's the River Toads and the Ball State Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
I caught up with the Cardinals head coach before the game. He knows this is going to be a battle of strength against strength. Their rushing defense against a very potent rushing attack. That's where things will have to bend or break here at the line of scrimmage. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And now the River Toads ready to kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ball State's offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. Running inside, it's Koch. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. Got a little grass. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Using his legs, it's Koch. Pulled down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside, it's Koch. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This time they'll go to the running game. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. There's some room. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. 1st and goal from the 4 as they try to break the seal on the scoring. Got it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the kick is no good, but the defense way too aggressive. I think they roughed him. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the River Toads offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And now the transfer, junior wide receiver. He's gritty, great attention to detail, solid hands. He'll have to be accounted for in this passing attack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his tight end.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailed.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Ball State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. River Toads with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on second and short. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll throw on third down. Complete. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And now the River Toads getting set on first and 10. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires quickly. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The River Toads go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Got a man. It's Cooper. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a first and 10 from the 43. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. This time he wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Avant. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Finds his back in the middle. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Escapes the pressure going right. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gives it on the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught!
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Splits the uprights. Good. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good game there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. Finds his man, it's Avant. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And now the River Toads will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Cardinals have this offense rolling. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's picked off right at the goal line.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The River Toads want to pick up the tempo.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And now the River Toads will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Wide open on fourth down. He's got it. Touchdown, River! He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rojas.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Offense gets set for second down. Back to the ground with the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And man, those sting, man.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now the play fake. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Keeps it on first down. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. And now on second down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. This time he wants to throw. Got the quick pass.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to fire on second down. Takes the easy completion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ball State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the the game in the fourth quarter. Big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The River Toads moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And if you No, this was a big play. The crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now the River Toads send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfect. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. Pressure coming. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, River Toads! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Makes the grab. It's Avant. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It is. Go time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Cardinals decide to use the left for the rest of this game. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll close him after a... You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really... us from Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana. UMass will kick off and will be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will have the football first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make...
Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. That's caught. It's Koch. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Koch. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Koch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hairs on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Let's talk for just a second about UMass. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Unleashes one deep. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minutemen! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
UMass 7, Ball State 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ball State offense ready to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route. He got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Cardinals will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Pulls and fires complete. Makes his man miss. Shakes a man and he might take off. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The run from the shotgun. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Could be an alley. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. Got enough space. Touchdown, minute.
Right, here we go. Ready. 138. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive going to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted.